of the Prophet.
Yo, Prophet, I got you new. Once you go black, you never go back.
And now D'Amato and his main man, Kenneth Logue III, are on top of the world.
Listen to me. I am back, and I am more powerful than ever.
The essence of my plan was executed to perfection. Straight up.
No.
Fortunately for that spineless has-been, he got away.
I hope you rot in hell.
Meanwhile, the Riot's agitated king is making sure his castle won't crumble against the dice.
I'm getting sick and tired of my team struggling against those weaker teams in the league. If I have to get out there and bust some heads, somebody's going to get hurt, and it won't be me.
The Riot's own Mo Sanders better duck. Last outing versus the dice, he lost his jammer belt, lost the game, and made the king look like a clown.
What do you expect me to do here? I expect you to beat him. Skate my ass off out here. Yeah, but you didn't win.
Hey, Sanders, you ain't screaming so loud since McDaniel beat your ass to the belt.
Yo, McDaniel, you better guard your grill and knuckle up, because you stole my belt, and now it's time to throw down.
Fortunately for the king, the oral authority is always willing to do whatever's necessary to get a win.
I made an agreement with some of my fans that I would take Shea Brown down tonight.
The Riot square off against the dice. Next on Roller Jam. Because that's what we're all about. That's what we're doing here. Welcome, everybody, to Roller Jam and the World Skating League. I'm Rory Marcus, along with Mark Lloyd. Tonight, we bring you the Riot against the dice. When I thought about this game earlier today, Mark, I just wish that all we had to talk about was the skating and the great matchups, but it's not that way in this league. Last week, the Prophet put the title belt on the line when his Sundogs went against the Enforcers. They lost on the track, Mark, but this guy stole the belt.
Yeah, the Prophet was juking and jiving. He was shaking and baking. He was able to snatch the belt, get into his car, and get out of there, and he still holds the belt right now, Rory.
I hope you're right now.
I don't think he's talking about us, do you?
I don't know what he's saying. He's talking some different language.
Trying to talk through his tears. We're not going to rot in hell for the Prophet. Come on. Now, the Riot's having some trouble. 2-4 on the season. They do have one of the top jammers, tied for the league lead, Mo Sanders, with 48 points, along with Jason McDaniel. But when Ray Robles gets on the track, watch for the powder out of the pocket.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'd like to say that he has something up his sleeve, but that's not the case with Ray Robles. He always has something in his pocket. Pulled out the chili powder there. Mark D'Amato paid the price, Rory.
Couldn't have been more obvious, could it? As we mentioned, two top men's jammers in the league. Mo Sanders, Jason McDaniel, tied on top of the standings, 48 points each. And now here come the Riot. And there he is, Mo Sanders. Brings his 48 points with him. Isn't it ironic that he and McDaniel would be tied coming into this game?
Yeah, it really is, especially with the jet. Is that Bill Barker there, Roy?
Oh, my God, it sure is Bill Barker. Nobody told us about Bill Barker being acquired by the Riot. That's usually the spot where Robles comes out. How the heck? Barker was with the Sundogs, as you very well know, for a long time. And now he has a big smile on his face wearing the Riot uniform. So I guess Bill Barker must be with the Riot. What else can you surmise out of that? The oral authority is here, thank God. Amy Craig, Laura Weintraub, and Liv Sloden.
You know, you say that because they gave you a lollipop a few weeks back. They didn't give me mine yet.
And there they come right over to our booth. I always enjoy this part of the game.
I bet you do.
Yeah, there's the lollipop.
Oh, there's Denise. All three of them.
What does she want now?
Denise wants something else out.
Got something inside there? That's that perfume I gave you. That's
yeah,
great.
Right.
What? All right.
It's going to be a great game, isn't it?
Let me see. I'll tell you the size later on. All right? All right, that's for safekeeping, believe me. All right, now, I'll try to keep the concentration on the game because the Nevada Hot Dice would appreciate if we would do that, especially Jason McDaniel, great jammer.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He is the king of the jammer belt right now. He is the title holder of Roller Jam. He's the best skater out there.
But first, the women. Shea Brown has yet to give me a gift of any kind. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, because she's a good-looking girl, too. But you know what, Roy? She proves every week the strength that she possesses is unbelievable.
No doubt about it. And there she goes, the Warrior Princess. And there's their big jammer now. Jenny's got 50 points already this year.
And you know what? She's one of the reasons that they're skating so well. The chemistry that those two have right now makes them one of the most lethal 1-2 punches in the WSL.
It's surprising that Jenny Matthews has 50 points and Amy Craig has only 35. But you bet Amy will be after her tonight. Here come the rest of the Dice women onto the track. And now Weber and McDaniel, the 1-2 punch. And McDaniel, I knew he'd wear that belt tonight just to rub it into Mo Sanders.
Well, he has to, because when Mo had it, that's all he did was rub his nose in it. Now McDaniel has it. It looks good around his waist. He is the best skater right now.
It's a good thing the Prophet's not here tonight. He'd probably try and steal that one, too. The Hot Dice having a much better year than the Riot. It's been tough for the Riot this season.
Yeah, it really has. They've never really been able to get in sync so far. That's why Mo Sanders is going to have to be a leader tonight.
Talking about not being in sync with the rest of the world. How about this guy? Devo gets unhandcuffed and takes to the track.
I mean, you do got to wonder, though. I mean, what are they doing having this guy on the team? He comes to work, Roy, with handcuffs on and an orange uniform.
Well, I better not let him see that bra, huh? That could really be trouble. All right, we're just about set up now for the Dice and the Riot. Should be a tremendous game tonight, and we're very anxious to bring it to you. But first, King Richard has a few words with Broadway Danny Wolf.
All right, thank you. And King Richard, your team right now is a dismal 2-4. You're not skating very well.
Wait a minute. No one asked you where we were in the standings. Lay off of it.
And where is Ray Robles tonight? I see you guys skate out, and I don't see Robles.
That's because he's the reason we were 1-5. When you don't do what I ask you, you hit the road. I got rid of him. He's gone.
How about his veteran leadership, though?
That's what's wrong. He know how the old style works. If you don't do what I want, you get out of here. See you later.
Now, why is Bill Barker here? We see Bill here tonight.
Yeah, Bill Barker, I felt sorry for him. You know, I got a very compassionate heart. He needed a job after that fiasco Sun team dumped him, so I give him a chance to make a few dollars.
Bill, let me ask you really quickly, what are you going to bring to this team? What does Captain America bring to the Riot?
Twerp. It's my honor to be skating for the greatest and wisest man in this league, King Richard.
But I'm asking, what is Bill Barker going to bring to this team? Not about the King.
King Richard is the man. Now bow down to the King, chump.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Shout on your knees.
What do you mean? What?
That's what it says. Shout on your knees.
Yes, a shout on your knees.
Richard, that's what you wrote.
Says you're supposed to shout at him. Get down on your knees. You don't read off of there.
You wrote it right there. Shout
All right,
on
you know, you guys deserve each other. Back to you, Rory and Mark.
All right, thanks, Danny. I'll tell you what, though.
No Ray Robles.
No Ray Robles. And they have Bill Barker instead. That is a huge proposition for the Riot, trying to jumpstart their team. We'll find out if it works when we come back.
Hi, I'm Amy Craig from the Illinois Riot, otherwise known as the Mouth of the South.
Back at Roller Jam Arena and ready to go. The Hot Dice and the Riot with the women on the track for period number 1. And we'll take a look at a couple of the key skaters here in period number 1, and that would be the Warrior Princess. I've always enjoyed this shot of her and the big smile and the sweet look on her face. Not now. She gets a little bit meaner as we get closer to game time. But she looks so nice and she plays so tough. Shea Brown. But there's my girl, Denise Loden of the Riot, who underwent an equipment change prior to the game and is now going to skate a little freer and easier. And you know what? When that whistle blows, she's ready to go. Always one of the greats of all time in this game. Right now, Broadway Danny Wolf is with Shea Brown.
All right, thank you. And Shay, your hot dice seem to own this Riot team. I think they've only beat you something like one time, but on the women's side, it hasn't been that easy. Always a physical encounter, yourself and the Oral Authority.
The only way they know how to play is physical. They pulled out my hair. Jenny got a concussion. Some have talent on their skates. They have talent on their...
Oh, fighting words. Back to you, Rory.
Wow. Wow is right. I don't even know what she meant, do you?
Yeah. I think you do too. You got that bra.
All right, Denise Loden and Jenny Matthews jump out there. So do Shea Brown and Amy Craig. This is the first jam of the night. The black helmeted jammers looking to score points. And right now it's a 2-on-1 advantage for the Riot. Although jumping up quickly after getting knocked down, Jenny Matthews. That's why she leads this league in scoring. Now she's leading the jam with Loden.
Yeah, you know what, Roy? You know as well as I do in WSL fans. You hit the ground, you're going to bounce back up quick, and that's what Jenny Matthews does.
Now Denise Loden has a hold of her hair into the infield. They went out to that bench. Laura Weintraub had it set up. She missed the bench, but she sure took a tumble into the infield anyway. The jam goes on, and the fight begins. Shea Brown, Denise Loden. Oh, they go at it every single time they meet.
You know, I was counting to see how long it was going to take those two to get their first scrap of the night. It came very early, as it always does. Punches being thrown.
Well, they didn't have to count. You didn't have to count very long. 4 hot dice points there, 1 Riot point, and once again the hot dice are out in front, 4-1. Let's talk about the rules of roller jam just for a minute in case you're new to the sport. The only skater that can score points is the jammer. You can identify them easily with the black helmets. Their mission in life, once they get out of that pack, is to lap members of the opposing team. That is the one and only way you can score points in roller jam. So when that jam starts, watch for the black helmeted skaters to jump out there and separate from the pack. They're looking to score. And the second jam of this first period is underway. And right away, you see who's wearing the black helmet. And most likely, it's Jenny Matthews and Amy Craig. And that's exactly what we have right now, leading the jam. Each team has 2 jammers. Amy Craig just knocked one of them down, and now all 3 of them have gone down except Amy. And Gina Lombardo jumps up now. She's on a late chase. If they can get around there and lap members of the dice, they'll score 1 point for every member they do lap. So far, Amy Craig has lapped 35 this season. Shea Brown now, that's her job to be a blocker. Get back there and stop them. Same thing with Laura Weintraub at the moment. Laura Weintraub grabbed the hair of Shea Brown, and that helps her jammers get by. Gina Lombardo picked up the points, and Denise Loden comes crashing down on Brown. That frees up Amy Craig to get by. Craig and Lombardo both picking up points. If they want to call it off, they put their hands to their hips, and you see Craig do it right there. Big jam. 6 good ones for the Riot.
And boy, did you see Amy Craig and the teamwork of the Oral Authority? They took it out on Shea there. Big round for the Riot just then.
You could see Amy Craig hesitate and wait because she knew Loden was setting up Shea Brown. And there's the setup, and there's the shot from Denise.
And her head, her chin hit the ground hard. I'm surprised she's up again, but we talk about what a warrior she is, Roy.
Her mouth there, and she's still kind of licking her lips. That hurt. All right. This is the final jam of the first period. And Laura Weintraub makes the big play. She gets out there. She's a terrific skater, by the way. So is Amy Craig. I'm surprised the Riot are struggling this year. It's really not the fault of the women.
No, it's not. It's the men's side. And I think maybe they got caught up in the Mo Sanders thing, that he needs to take more of a leadership role out there.
Now Amy Craig and Laura Weintraub get up to the back of the pack, and here comes a pull away. The dice are trying to run away from him, but Loden's picking them off 1 by 1. There's the second one. Still 3 of them out there trying to pull away, but right now Denise Loden is doing the job to catch them 1 by 1 and let the jammers go by. There's the third one. Can they get them all? 7 seconds left on the jam. Craig follows Loden around the track. She got another one, and Shea Brown's the last line of defense. Amy Craig got her as well. They're going to give him one.
What do you call that? effect other than just painful. Shea Brown first her chin, now right there.
Boy, the data were hurt. It hurts Shea Brown's pride, too. Luckily, Devo's there to help her up. That'll make anybody feel better.
Oh, yeah.
Denise Loden, a huge jam. She picked off the Riot skaters one by one and then added a little insult to injury as the Riot pick up a whole bunch of them, and that ends the first period of play. We'll go out on that note, right into the infield. Jam Arena, big first period for the Riot. They lead 15-4 after only 3 jams, and now the men are on the track and about ready to go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Lisa Seltzer. That's Lisa Seltzer, Mark. That is the granddaughter of Jerry Seltzer, one of the founding fathers of roller derby and roller jam, and I have no idea what she's doing here. But that's definitely her. She looked businesslike, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She looked good, actually.
Oh, yeah, that too. There's Mark Webber. I don't know how good he looks. I'll leave that for you to decide, but he's ready to go and be tough in this first period. He always teams with Jason McDaniel and makes the Dice a very, very good team. Now, still in his Sundog uniform, that's why he looks so unpleasant, is Bill Barker. But Barker now is with the Riot. King Richard Brown fired Ray Robles and hired Bill Barker, and then wrote out some cards to tell him what to say about how happy he was to be with the King. That didn't work out great, but we'll see how it works out to have Barker on the team. Now, Broadway Danny Wolf is with the Dice, Mark Webber.
All right, thank you, Rory. And Mark, you've had a long-running feud with Ray Robles. What do you think about him not being here? And how about his replacement, Bill Barker?
You know, Danny, I've been fighting Ray Robles for a long time now. You know, he kind of earned my respect. But Bill Barker is no Ray Robles. Bill Barker's actually too stupid to be Bill Barker. Let me think. He reads from 2 cards, you know. I'm Bill Barker. I am a moron. He's an idiot.
Well, it sounds like those are going to be fighting words. You're going to have to back up in just 1 second. Back to you, Rory.
Not everybody can be as smart as Mark Webber.
Yeah, not everybody has their own website, the World Wide Webber. But hey, those are some tough words. We'll see what Parker has to say about it.
Guess who's jamming right away? You guessed it, Mo Sanders and Jason McDaniel. Who else did you think it would be? You knew right away that they'd get at it, and they do. And Sanders is up against the rail, and McDaniel is on his way to try and pick up some points.
And you know, those are some of those matchups. That's one of the matchups you never get tired of, is Mo Sanders and Jason McDaniel, because they're 2 such great skaters.
Now Sanders has dropped back to block along with Brian Gamble. They set up a double block. And Webber goes back there to help. Webber says, come on, Jason, let's do this thing. Let's get through that double block, and I'll help you out. And over the top he goes. Wow, that's a play and a half.
That's why he has the Chambers belt, Roy. Did you see that guy catch in the air, going over? Wow, something else.
Now it just occurred to him that, hey, maybe I can go get some more, and he took off again. He's picking up some more. Webber, look out, Salvia. He goes down.
Welcome to the Riot, Bill Barker. Did you see Webber just did, Roy? Pick him up and slam him down to the ground.
What an incredible display of force by Mark Webber. And Jason McDaniel, when he saw he still had time, he turned on the jets.
Yeah, smart move by McDaniel. I mean, that's what you have to have, is presence, awareness out here on the racetrack, and he had that. That's why he got those points.
Over the top he goes. He stops to celebrate and admire what he's done for a minute. Then he said, hey, I'll go get some more. And I thought that was enough for Webber right there to take care of Gamble. But then Christian Salvia had the misfortune of skating into Webber's path. 15-8, just like that. They got right back in the game. And here we go again, jam number 2 of this second period. Salvia, he goes into the rail and just about got cut in half by McDaniel. Meanwhile, Mo Sanders is out there leading things, but Jason McDaniel's on a late chase. He might get him. Sanders is not really going all that fast. It's almost like he was waiting for him to come along. He's fell asleep out there, and that'll wake him up fast.
Yeah, and he just paid the price going over the rail. A little more punishment to Mo Sanders' body.
And ego. Now Gamble, who's bounced back, and along with Barker. Here's a little payback from Devo. Webber's there to knock Mo Sanders down. He's going to try to inflict some more punishment. Oh! Oh! Way up into the air, and what goes up must come down, huh?
What has got into the worldwide Weber there? Taking out 3 guys just did. This guy has been pumping some iron, man. He's showing some strength tonight.
Let's go, clear the track. Amazing move by Mark Weber, and Sanders is slow to get up. And right now, King Richard's talking to Bill Barker. There's Sanders, who was ahead of the jam, fell asleep, and let Jason McDaniel catch him. But watch Devo. Big move by Devo.
I guess that's why he's out there, huh, Rory?
That's why he's there, all right. And then Weber knocks Sanders down, and look how high he sends Mo Sanders before throwing him down.
And you know what? Just like that, the Riot's lead is gone. Maybe that's why they're not winning games.
Here we go.
Just about. It's cut down to 3. They were ahead 11. 15 to 12, the Riot lead the dice. Well, we talked about Mo Sanders and the fact that sometimes they think so much about one guy, they forget about the rest of the team. Now the Birdman, Jason Beckstein, gets out there with Sanders. The Bird's been grounded. Sanders woke up. He said, all right, I know we're in a game. We need points. Let me go get some for you, King.
And you know what? I'm waiting for somebody to step up for the Riot. Let's see if Bill Barker can do the job.
Weber blocking against Sanders, and Bill Barker, he tried to throw the chili powder. Robles is gone. Barker must have his pants on. He threw the chili powder into his own man's eyes. Mo Sanders, and everything's unraveling for the Riot.
What a disaster. Barker on the team over here. The whole team's yelling at him right now. They said he was done.
What is that out there?
Let's hear it.
I'm Captain America, so I threw Jello. What's more American?
What do you mean Jello? Hell, Jello is for kids! You don't sit down! Don't sit down!
He threw Jello. Come on. So it wasn't chili powder, it was Jello.
Look at that score!
Well, like the King said, he finally made a good point. I agree with. Jello's for kids, not roller jam.
Pop to the pound and remain
That was a ridiculous idea that Bill Barker somehow had. I didn't know he had any of his own ideas, and this is why he doesn't. We're back in just a minute. In case you're not up to date on World Skating League current events, check out Roller Jam Rewind.
It's all on the line tonight, isn't it? Our pride, the belt, the league. But like so many times before, good will conquer evil. You can count on that, so say it the prophet.
What's at stake for you? If you win the game, I guess the league is yours. There'll be no more Logue and no more D'Amato to worry about. But if you lose, you are gone forever, buddy, and forever is a very long time.
I'm so excited and I just can't hide it, Danny. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it, so say it the prophet.
This is the last game you're scheduled to skate.
That's right, Danny. And I am going to retire a champion. I'm going to wear that belt home tonight.
But if the Prophet decides to play by a different set of rules, we've got a few skaters held in reserve that might help things out. The moment has come to open the first of our 3 contract envelopes here.
Unbelievable. Lindsey Francis going to skate on the enforcer. Who else do you have in there? This is incredible.
Hey, sweet cheeks. I guess your plan backfired.
Prophet, just when you think you've got all the answers, I changed the questions. Just for fun, we're going to open the next envelope. Bring out the next skater. Oh, what a surprise. None other than my brother, Sean Atkinson.
No, I'm going to take a look at each and every word on this contract, Kenneth Logue III. Danny, I don't want to cry on your skull, but it's all legitimate. He is a sneaky, shady man. You are a shady man, Kenneth Logue III. Hey, brother. Oh, Daddy's back in town. Oh, what's he gonna do?
The future of this league on the line in this last jam. Enforcers up by 7 big points. Are we going to find out who the name is, the last name in the envelope, Kenneth?
I'm completely pleased with everybody that's on this track right now. It'll stay the way it is.
D'Amato and Atkinson out there against K9 and Disable. Oh, Washington took down his own jammers by mistake. The Big Nasty looks almost
confused. No. We didn't lose the game. But you know what? Once you go black, you never go back. That's not fair. That's not fair. No. Goodbye, Roller Jam. You filthy bastards. I hate you, and I hope that you all rot in hell. I hope you rot in hell. I hope you rot in hell.
Now King Richard talking to Bill Barker. I think he wants to make sure Barker understands the King's English. He didn't make much of a play there at the end of the first half. Jello. What kind of an idea was that?
I guess Weber was right. He is a moron.
Well, maybe. All right, now, Broadway Danny Wolf is in the infield with Mark D'Amato and Kenneth Loeb III. Remember, they actually won that game last week with the Enforcers. The Prophet stole the belt. We'll get Logan D'Amato's take on it now.
All right, thank you, and that's right. I am here with KL3.
What's up?
Are you all right?
I'm just getting down with you, Daniel. Please continue.
Oh, man. Last week we did see the Enforcers. They defeated the Sundogs. You won the bet, you guys, and you rid this league of the Prophet, hopefully forever. You just knew, though, there had to be a catch, some unfinished business. What is there, a payoff now, KL3?
Little D, let me ask you a question. How long have you been with us?
4th season.
And you still don't know what I'm all about, do you? I'm about peace and love and doing right by your perps. And everybody knows how dopey I am about Roller Jam, right? But last week, Marky D and the Big Nasty had to do some pretty darn large living to get rid of the Prophet and give me back control of the World Skating League. Well, tonight, now that it's mine, now that I'm back in the home, it's time for me to give my homebodies a prop. And so I'm here as a gesture of gratitude and as a little token toward his retirement to hand over 100% ownership and control of the New York Enforcers to my main man and my man with a plan, Mr. Mark D'Amato. Sir. Some papers for you to sign. Sign where your name is there. Okay, in the back.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I sure would like to see what... You reading this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all perfectly legal. It's all right. It's all copacetic, right? Okay.
We're done now.
We're done.
Everything's legal.
Everything's perfectly legal. Scouts on.
No loopholes.
None whatsoever.
Team is mine.
It's absolutely yours.
100%.
Lock, stock, and barrel.
Very good. Now I have a word to say. Logue, you are the biggest idiot I have ever met in my life.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? What are you going at?
How in the world did you ever think that you could trust me with anything?
Why are you dishing me like that, dude?
It's this, and knock that off. You know, Logue, that I will stab you in the back every chance I get.
Do not go there, Mike.
I used you, Logue. I used you for my own purposes, and now I'm done with you. And now I own the Enforcers.
You two-faced, skin-headed, treacherous weasel. You made me wear these humiliating clothes and talk. I am not done with you, D'Amato. Nobody makes a fool out of Kenneth Loeb III.
That's all right. When his ship sinks, we'll be there to watch it happen. Back to you, Rory and Mark.
Wow, I never thought that he would dish him quite like that, did you?
No, I did not either.
He looked like his brain has been washed in dishwater. I'll tell you what, Logue has lost it now.
Hi, I'm Shay Brown from the Nevada Hot Dice.
Rock the house, rock the house. Rock the house, rock the house. Rock the house, rock the house. Rock the house, rock the house.
We're back for the second half of this game, but first, a word with my favorite group, the Oral Authority.
All right, thank you, and that's right, I'm here with the Oral Authority. And Denise, I know your guys are ticked off that your men's team really stunk out there. Every time you guys build up a big lead, they just let it slip away.
You know, Danny,
It's always rough when you got to come from behind. But the Oral Authority always rises to the occasion and delivers the goods. The men are really sucking, but don't worry about it, Danny. The Oral Authority will keep the fans coming.
Good luck, Denise.
Thank you.
Maybe the men are just tired.
Let's go. I know I'll show up.
All right, the fans keep coming back for more on Roller Jam. That's one of the great things about this game. And here we go with the Oral Authority, Amy Craig and Laura Weintraub. They can bring it out on the track as well. Big play between those two. And now they go on to get some points. Right now, that big lead is completely vanished. They're down by 1.
And you know what, Roy? Do you sense some dissension in the ranks there? A divided team maybe on the right between the men and the women.
Well, I don't really think it was Robles' fault that the Riot were losing games. And certainly Barker was no help in that first bench period. This is what it takes to win games. Denise Loden taking out 2 with 1 big blow. And she would appreciate that terminology.
Yes, she would. And you know what? They got to be tired of doing it. Denise Loden always steps up to the table. The men blow the lead, but here comes Denise and the Oral Authority to get them the points back.
Shea Brown's had things tough lately. Seems like she's in a fight every other jam or else getting knocked down and somewhat humiliated by Loden, like right there.
But you know what, though? She impresses us so much because you're right. She's in a fight. She's getting knocked down. She said she lost half of her hair. Yet she keeps on getting back up.
19-16. The Riot grabs the lead right back. And the 2 top jammers, at least one of them, Jenny Matthews, the top jammer in the league, makes a big move to take Amy Craig out. And now the Dice have 2 jammers out there. And Shea Brown does the same thing. That leaves Jenny Matthews out there to try and put the Dice back in the league. Well, does she get around that track quickly?
Yeah, she is super fast. That's why she got the 50 points first in WSL.
Ooh, did you hear that? That's that Warrior Princess yell. Oh, and the clothesline takes care of Loden. 1 point scored by the Dice, but some retribution picked up by Shea Brown.
I was wondering when she was going to break out that move. That's maybe the most impressive move that she does. The reason being, she's standing still, Rory. She's able to stick her arm out there, hold on to the rail, and take out somebody as big as Denise Loden. Unbelievable.
You saw Jenny Matthews call the jam off before Amy Craig could score a point. 19-17. 2-point Riot lead, but I don't know if the Riot men can hold whatever the women give them. The helmet fell off of Loden, but she's out there jamming, and she's leading things right now. Jenny Matthews on her inside. Boy, can these girls skate or what? What tremendous athletes they are. It's hard enough just to skate, Mark, let alone somebody trying to elbow you down at every turn.
Yeah, you won't find a better 4 in the league than those 4 right there. I mean, impressive talent. You mentioned you always got to get better. There you go.
And there they go. Right on the top. Sliding head first dive. Denise Loden and Amy Craig. Tremendous play by the 2 of them, and they both went over head first.
They look like Pete Rose and Pete Rose Jr. just did, and they leaped up in the air, sacrificing their bodies. Roy, they knew they needed to get a lot of points because here come the men.
Gee, I'm kind of sorry to see the women's period end. It's been tremendous, especially for Amy Craig. She'll follow Loden over the pack. Amy has scored 13 points tonight and managing not to bang her chin on the track. Now, here goes Shea Brown and Denise Loden. This is an all-out battle and war between these 2 that never stops. Somehow, Dee Dixon and Sean Corbin trying to separate them again and again and again and again.
And you know, that's a tough job, but you got to wonder, do you feel sorry for Corbin and Dee? Because those are 2 good-looking ladies.
How you doing? That's true. That's not that bad of a job, really. It's probably better than getting knocked down in that fashion. Big period for the Riot, and Loden and Craig. 1 more to go. Don't go away now. We'll be right back. I'm kind of disappointed the women's period is over. The action was tremendous between the Dice and the Riot. Now, remember earlier tonight I was wondering why Lisa Seltzer, the granddaughter of Jerry Seltzer, is here in attendance tonight. Well, our own Gail Stover caught up with her, and now they are downstairs, and we'll find out more about Lisa.
Lisa, this is the first time we've seen you at Roller Jam Arena. You must be pretty excited to see your family's legacy living on.
Gail, I really wish I could be more excited, but what I've seen here tonight is basically wrestling on wheels. My family's sickened every week by what goes on here, with the chaos, with the sex and the violence. It's just not called for at all, and it's a disgrace to our family name.
Well, Lisa, if you're not enjoying yourself, what are you doing here this evening?
Well, Gail, I'm really not at liberty at this point to disclose that information, but I am taking note of some wonderful skaters here. For example, Jason McDaniel is really fantastic, and under the right conditions and circumstances, he could be even better. But at this point, the league as it is now is just a disgrace, and it's not what my grandfather envisioned at all.
Well, we'll be sure to get that message out to Kenneth Logue. Back to you, Rory.
Thanks, Gail. I am surprised, frankly, Mark, that Lisa Seltzer seems so negative about the World Skating League.
Yeah, it's like she don't like it at all. She's ripping everybody, Roy. She didn't hold back at all.
Luckily, she didn't mention you. That would have been terrible.
Yeah, that would.
Jason McDaniel and Mo Sanders once again out there jamming. And Sanders gets sent into the infield. So McDaniel and Devo, of all people, with the Jammers helmet. We haven't seen Devo jam too much other than what he's done in prison. All right. Noel Weber has the chair out. Weber's got the chair. He's used it once already and takes a big, huge chunk out of Bill Barker.
It has been a tough night for Bill Barker.
You're not kidding. Oh, there goes again. Weber uses the chair 3 times in one jam, and Jason McDaniel got all the points he wanted.
Mark Weber, Roy, have you ever? He's playing like the Ack Attack usually does, just relentless, all out.
How can Lisa Seltzer be critical of this league when you see athletes like Jason McDaniel and Mark Weber?
But you know what, though? That is the one person that she loves. She loves Jason McDaniel. She thinks he is the you-know-what.
Who doesn't? I mean, who wouldn't like Jason McDaniel coming out here to watch this game? But Weber's having a huge game as well.
He's doing the dirty work for the team right now in order to succeed.
27-25, the Dice have the lead. King Richard's team is behind again. King Richard is walking over right now to see if Bill Barker's all right. Barker really took it on the chin again. Let's find out more.
You know, you just cost me the lead again. You got him, but you should have ducked underneath the chair, dummy. Get off the train.
He fired Robles, and he's firing Barker, it looks like, right during the game. That's humiliating.
That really is. He's taking off.
Oh, this is what he's doing.
You gotta be kidding. Not the King's gonna put on the skates.
What about the uniform? He's gonna skate in his suit. Oh, man, I hope he has more than one pair of pants to go with that jacket. He might need it. We'll be back with Richard Brown on skates in just a minute.
Now it's time for the 3DO Army Men Air Attack of the Game. Hot Dice Mark Weber instructs the Riot's Mo Sanders on the fundamentals of gravity. It's the 3DO Army Men Air Attack of the Game.
That's an absurd sight. King Richard Brown with his suit on, elbow pads going on, a red helmet on his head. It looks even worse than the crown with that suit. And he's going to skate. Aren't there any rules about uniforms? I guess not, huh?
Yeah, well, he doesn't look good, but you know what, Roy? He's just so sick of his men blowing the lead. He's willing to do anything.
Even damage that suit.
That's $1.99, Rory.
Saying that he's willing to damage that suit means a lot to Richard. Ooh, wow, right in front of us. Mo Sanders just took a tumble. And the Birdman, Jason Beckstein, and his cohort, Jason McDaniel, on the jam. And look who's back to block. Richard Brown. King Richard pushing, shoving, getting the job done. Wearing a suit and tie. And a red helmet.
You gotta be kidding me!
Wow! He can still do it! Was there any doubt?
Yeah, I doubted him until then.
I doubted he could do it in that suit, but this is a Hall of Famer we're talking about. What a play! But they're still behind.
King Richard grabs it, and you saw Barker there. He's just He's so disappointed. He doesn't know what to do.
He's dejected. He had his chance with this team, and I don't know if he'll ever skate for them again. He can't go back to the Sun Dogs. Where is he going to go?
Sure will find a home somewhere. Somebody will give Barker another chance.
27-25, the Dice lead. One jam left to go in the game. Is there any way possible that King Richard can help the Riot pull this game out? He sends his #1 jammer, Mo Sanders, out. Oh, that suit just took a beating there. But Brown jumped right back up.
Let's see if Mo Sanders can earn his paycheck right here, Roy. That's why he's out there, to give him some points. Let's see if he can use that skill.
He has to get by Debo and Mark Webber. Oh, look at Brown. The King opens the door to the kingdom, and Mo Sanders skates through. He's picked up 2, 3, 4. The Riot are going to win this game. Sanders calls off the jam. Mo Sanders and even more. King Richard Brown have done it.
The MVP, you've got to give it to the King. And look at him out there. He's being sworn by his team.
He's being mobbed by the Oral Authority and the rest of the Riot skaters. They badly wanted to win. Broadway, get into that huddle. I want to hear what the King has to say.
Richard, that was unbelievable. What's unbelievable about it? I am the King. Yeah, hail the King. You win. That's how it's done. Watch the King. You won't fail. I'm just so great. And I scared myself. Oh, you turned it on. You were coaching the game. It's amazing that you can just turn it around that quickly, put the skates on, and lead your team to victory. My ladies had to score all the time. That jerk over there screwed it all up. But I am the King. Oh, I'm so pretty. Oh, I look so good. Back to you, Rory. Oh, what a scene down here.
Imagine if you just walked into the arena and saw a guy looking like that. Barker goes out. He knows maybe his days are numbered again. He better watch the King and learn how to do it. Well, he did it. King Richard Brown with a tremendous block sets Mo Sanders through, and the Riot able to break out of that losing streak and win a big game. Mo Sanders getting big points right there, but I have to be honest with you. Well, first of all, I'm envious of King Richard in that spot. But secondly, this may be the greatest game 2 women have ever played on the same night. And I'm talking about Amy Craig and Denise Loden. They were tremendous tonight for the Riot women. The women really held the game in the Riot's favor tonight. And look at that dive. Wow, what a game they had. Oh, and let's not forget the King. If you saw a man in a suit out on the street do what he did, well, you'd probably run the other way. But the King's happy tonight. He celebrates as the Riot gets a big win. And we'll see you next time on Roller Jam.